Hi everyone, it's great to see you. It's getting to be evening and I'm over here in the side yard because the daylilies have started to bloom and they're looking gorgeous. I just want to take you on a quick walk down the garden path so you can see what's in bloom today. So up here we have Asheville Tourist. Asheville Tourist was new to me last year from Blue Ridge Nurseries, and it's a beautiful rosy color. It has this great eye in the center. That's the darker maroon color that goes down to a yellow throat. It's just gorgeous, a great addition to the collection. And then up here we have Mom's Red. Now that's my name for it because we don't know the real name of it. It's from Mom's Garden. And you know, this is a unique pairing with the beautiful hydrangea behind it. That is Summer Crush with that deep saturated color. I love it when the daylilies peek up in between all of the hydrangea. And then up here we have a bunch of daylilies that are coming up in between the hydrangea here. This is Pink Lemonade Summer. Oh, and it is ripply. I think it's probably my first ripply daylily that I got. I love that it's big and it has those yellow and pink tones just like pink lemonade. And it looks so pretty next to the beautiful rhythmic blue hydrangea there. That's a really nice pairing with it. And as we walk down the path here, this is an unnamed daylily that I have gotten, but I really do like this one because it's simple. It has those straight lines on the petals, an orange throat, very pretty. And as we look up from that daylily, we see the Japanese iris that are in bloom. And this whole little area right in here is so beautiful right now. The combination of the hydrangea, the daylilies, the Japanese iris. I wish it could look that way all year round. And then moving down the path here, this is a really beautiful pink daylily. It's a large size daylily. This is Big Girls Don't Cry. And isn't that a pretty pink? Beautiful ruffles, and it's pretty tall. I don't think I knew how tall it was going to get when I planted it there. We have some more pinks as we head down. This is a really big clump of daylilies. This is from Blue Ridge Nurseries. At the end of each season, they often offer a grab bag of unnamed seedlings. And I got the red unnamed seedlings grab bag, and they send big clumps. So much fun. So it is truly unnamed, but it's beautiful. And then down here, oh look, there's a little bee. Oh, hi bee. That's my bee balm. Obviously the bee really likes it. And right next to the bee balm are these beautiful, this is another unnamed clump from Blue Ridge Nurseries. And boy, the pollinators are loving this. That bee is loving the bee balm, and I love that combination of the bee balm and the beautiful daylilies together. That just is a happy look right there. And then towards the end of the path, we have another cluster of daylilies here. And although some of these are named, the ones that are currently in bloom are not named, believe it or not. So now that we've reached the end of the garden path here, we're gonna turn around, walk back down, and then I will take you to see the rest. So now we're back at the start of the path again, and this time I'm going to lead you down the other side to see all those great daylilies. Up first here we have a shark's tail. A shark's tail is special because it's not just ripply along the edge. It has what they call teeth, those little pointy parts, which is a perfect thing for a daylily called a shark's tail to have. You're going to notice a lot of daylilies in the garden that look like this. I believe these are oy vey, but for some reason, all the ones that I ordered that were supposed to be oy vey don't look like oy vey. They look a little different here, so I'm not quite sure what happened, but we welcome all daylilies into the garden. After our beautiful peppermint hydrangea here, we have a few special daylilies, and one is hiding behind it. There is Paradise on Ice. Isn't that beautiful? It's that icy lilac color with a beautiful yellow throat. So pretty, just popping out behind the hydrangea. And then we have two that are sort of purplish with lots of yellow ripples and yellow throats. And right behind that, we have Pink Impression. This is a new one to me, ordered last year from Blue Ridge Nurseries, and it is such a gorgeous pink color. We're going to head down the path to Persian Market. Persian Market, I believe I ordered from Oaks Daylilies, and it's doing great. It's a very tall daylily. I don't think I knew it was going to get this tall. I love the orange in the throat to that peachy pink petal. Very pretty. Here we have Pokan's orange sherbet. Now, doesn't that look the color of a dreamsicle? It is just so pretty and so summery. I don't do a lot of orange daylilies, but this one is so ripply. The petals are thick. It's gorgeous. And here's a big red daylily. This is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is quite large. The petals are thinner. And this is one that you might even see in a local nursery around. So if you're looking for a good red, that is definitely a good red. Behind Spider-Man, we have Diver Down. Now, I have had Diver Down for a couple years, and it didn't bloom for me. This is the first year I'm seeing it bloom, and isn't it spectacular? I might even have to move it to a more prominent location so I can really see it. And then ending the path over here, we have a cluster of those oy vey daylilies and some yellow daylilies. A nice, cheerful, bright color to end the pathway. And I love just standing at the end of the pathway and looking back on all these beautiful flowers. They are just so happy when I'm over here in the side garden. Boy, have I packed a lot in here between the hydrangeas and all of the daylilies. And oh, my cameraman is running into the daylilies. There's so many here that just come over the path. It's really gorgeous. Have beginning of the season, mid-season, and end of season blossoms. We probably still have a good month left of daylilies still to come. And they're starting up too. So this is Ruby Spider. It's a little darker than Spider-Man, slightly different, but very, very beautiful. And behind we have a really tall daylily. It's always one of the first to bloom. This is Bama Music, and I don't know, I guess it's good that it's towards the back. It's very funny. And this one's fallen off. This is Living on Love. Isn't that pretty? I think something came through and might have gotten that one, but I just love it. Now, sometimes if this happens, you can bring them in, set them in a glass of water, and they will be just fine for the day. They only last a day anyway. And coming around the corner, this one here is Blueberry Breakfast. It's So if you like breakfast, this is probably a good choice for you. It's just a fun one. I love daylilies with good names. I think this little one up here, look at how tiny this daylily is. You have daylilies that are really, really big, and then you get these tiny ones too. And I'm pretty sure that this is prairie blossoms. And if you look in the back, we have 2 patches of this red. This is Carlotta. It is a really pretty red with that orange center, just beautiful. Here we have a purple, and isn't it interesting how it has this darker edge? I don't know if that's because it got hot or it got wet. Sometimes you'll find that colors can change in your daylily because of either the heat or a sprinkler, something like that. There's some more over here. Come on over. Just a couple more here. Oh, and we have a few from yesterday. This is Sensual Touch. This is yet another daylily that was hybridized by Paul Owens. Very pretty. What I like about this is over to the left of it, we have a real deep, dark purple hydrangea, and I like having those 2 right close together. And then up here, we have Betsy Ross. So this is kind of a more uniquely shaped daylily. It has longer, thinner petals, and it's very tall. But once again, having that contrast, the purple with this deep orangey red is really, really pretty. I'm gonna head back to the other side again. So here I am in the happy side garden, and yes, I have packed a lot of daylilies in here, but you know what? There's some more space back there, so I just might have to be searching for a few more to fill in that space. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.